Okay, so again, thank you for joining me tonight on Wednesday, which is a special night for our session. Next week, because of the Labor Day holiday, we won't have a session. So our next Monday night session, we'll go back to that on September the 9th. And next week would be a 14-week start session anyway, so we're not missing anything. So tonight, again, like I said, we're going to talk a little bit about Shmoop. And I'm going to do a short little PowerPoint presentation about it, and then I'm going to get in there and show you where to find it in your course and how to use it to remediate your tests. Can you see right now the Shmoop PowerPoint? Okay, good. Okay, so what is it? It's a digital publishing company that says most textbooks and test prep courses are boring and they treat the readers like they'll be stuck in remedial classes forever. So it really tries to take a spin on what it is that you're learning and present it to you in an engaging way to keep you engaged and motivated to continue on. And so we're going to use it for our AP exam test. And then for my online psychology students, I'm going to offer it as a test prep and perhaps use it for remediation later in the semester. It's good for students, for teachers, and for school districts. And so Georgia Virtual School pays for this service for you guys. In it, you can find learning guides. And once you've signed up for Shmoop through this class, you will also have access to different resources in Shmoop for other classes that you may be taking. So that's nice. When you get in there, you'll see things like ACT, SAT prep, AP exams. There's things that go along with literature, U.S. history, biology. There's a lot of different things that you can access from the site. For our purposes, we're going to be looking at AP Psychology, and I'm not going to go too much into this screenshot because I'm going to have Shmoop open on a dashboard, and I'm going to pull it over in a second, and I'm going to try to screen share with you guys, but I don't know. Jigsaw's been kind of funny. But once you log in, you're going to see a couple of things. You're going to see a test breakdown. This will be, well, a pointer. This will be an excellent area to go and learn more about the specific AP exam. You're going to have strategies for doing well on the exam, and you're also going to have a study plan. And so this is really complementary to the first unit in the AP Psychology course, getting to know the AP exam. And then it's broken up similar to the course modules. Each section will be titled History and Approaches are here, and then there's more underneath, 10, Developmental Psychology, and things of that nature. And then within each, you have different subtopics that we'll be learning in class, but again, there's supplementary information here. And so I definitely recommend using it. When you go in for the remediation, you're going to be earning what's called Shmoints, and those are just Shmoop points as a play on words. And by working in Shmoop and by completing drills and just actually just going through the content and the activities. Oh, hold on 1 second. Sorry. My puppy is eating cardboard, so I had to get that from her. Okay, so you'll get points by going through Shmoop itself and then also by doing drills and practice exams. And we'll look at that in just a second. So I'm going to close this right now and see if I can find where screen share went. No, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to screen share right now. And hopefully it works. What do you guys see right now? Type in the chat box so I know what you all see. It should be screen sharing at this point. Do you still see the Shmoop homepage? It's on standby. Okay, I see it spinning. I will say that if it does not work, let's see. If it does not work, I do have a little Jing recording posted in the course homepage, and I'll go over that with you. But I don't know what it's doing right now. They updated Jigsaw at the beginning of this year, and it's been a lot of fun since then. Do you still see it on standby? Okay. It says it's opening on my end. It's a new app. Ugh. Okay. So it wants me to uninstall the previous version. So I will do that at another time. Are you guys on the computer and we can just open this together and go through it? Are you guys in the course at all by any chance? Okay, cool. All right, so go to your course homepage and I'm just going to walk you through this. When you scroll down to the news items, you'll see our Shmoop remediation. And when you get to that news item that says Shmoop remediation, it was posted on Tuesday, just let me know in the chat box and I'll go from there. Okay, I'm going to start reading. So Shmoop, again, is a test prep resource, and in AP Psychology, you can use it to study for your unit exams and FRQs. So everything that you're tested on, the multiple choice and the FRQ, you can remediate using Shmoop this semester, starting now through the end of the semester. You'll have to have it all submitted before you take final exams, and I'll relay the final due date for Shmoop remediation. However, I encourage you to Shmoop remediate as you go along. I would use it as preparation, and then if you know you didn't do so well, you can use it to remediate that exam. You're going to have access again through it to the end of May. And then you can find remediation information in this news item, and I'll also be posting it in the feedback section of your exams. So I've made a handy little image that I put in each one of your exams that shows you how to get into Shmoop and the access code to sign up. If you scroll down, you'll see a Shmoop synchronous session recording. So this is another recording where I go over Shmoop in Jigsaw, and this recording actually worked. And then I have the Vimeo that goes through Shmoop. So where we were looking at the screenshot a second ago, here's a 5-minute video that goes inside of Shmoop and what you're going to see when you log in. So take the 5 minutes to watch that so you can kind of acclimate yourself with it. So let's look at the Try Shmoop for preparing for unit exams. So it says 3/4 of the battle in AP Psychology is application of the vocabulary. And that is true. Like, you need to do more than just the rote memorization of terms. You need to be able to apply them, and especially in the FRQs, in a scenario that is presented to you. A good understanding of these terms will help you in this course and on the AP exam. In addition to Shmoop, I recommend practicing vocabulary often and using it in your everyday life. In addition to this resource, you can download some apps onto your phone or to your iPad or things of that nature. There's a ton of different resources, which I'll share some more later in the semester, that you can use to learn this vocabulary. If you haven't already done so, sign up for Shmoop today and use it to prepare for your module test. For the AP students, and this I have an AP Psychology AB, and I also have an A now. The code will be the same. I'm going to put everyone together. And that code is CD402. Now, the instructions for registering are under this image. And it's hyperlinked Shmoop registration updated fall 2018. Those are step-by-step instructions that tell you how to get in there. If you see something that asks you for a magic password, that's been eliminated, so there's not a magic password anymore. And then don't forget your class code, which is listed here. And this image is the feedback of all of your tests as well. So let's look at exam remediation. It's a flip snack. I'm going to click on the middle of that so I can read it. And so we're going to go through and see exactly what you need to do in order to earn points back on your test. And so far, if you're on the 18-week schedule, most people have already taken the first unit test of history and research, and they're moving into neuroscience. That's in my AB course. My A course started with 16-week students, so they're wrapping that up right now. Okay, so I'm just going to skip over that first page that says what is Shmoop after I open the book, because we talked about that a lot tonight. And then I'm going to go on to the second page. It says earn up to 10 remediation points per unit by Shmooping. These points can be added to either your multiple choice exam or your FRQs. And you can even half the points between exams if you would like. So say you have earned 10 points and you want to put 5 of those points on multiple choice exam for history and research and 5 points on your FRQ for history and research, you may do that. The first task that you have to do in Shmoop in order to start getting points is to take that diagnostic test. And there's a picture of it here in the flip snack and also in the video that I made. I'm going to navigate that for you. The second task is to begin working through those modules and drills to begin racking up your schmoits, And so as you navigate through there and read the content and things of that nature, it's going to increase your schmoits. Now we're going over to the page on the right that says try Shmoop to prepare for unit exams. And this is the feedback that's left on your test. And then there's some screenshots of how to enroll into Shmoop. And so again, I have that hyperlinked in the news item so you can follow those steps and get enrolled. And if you run into trouble, just let me know. Practice makes perfect. Here's what the next page, the inside of it looks like. We looked at this a moment ago. You have the different topics and you have the different drills, and then you also have the content that's presented. I strongly encourage everyone to, before you even take one of your exams, to go through and do a couple of practice drills just to get familiar with the two questions that might be presented for that section. So I flip the page again, and I'm on the topic, how do I earn points back on an exam using Shmoop? To earn your remediation points, you must have enrolled in the class and taken the diagnostic. I can't verify your points unless you do that. Then you have to earn a minimum of 50 points, schmoits, per exam you would like to receive points added to. So 50 points in Shmoop equals 5 exam remediation points. So if you got an 85 on your history and research multiple choice and you Shmoop 50 points, you can have 5 points added back to that assignment. When working through the Shmoop units, you'll need to complete the unit drills and corresponding to the exam that you want the points added to. So, for example, I need some extra points on my biological foundations. I will Shmoop in that area to rack up those points. Now, some people do a lot of Shmooping and they may run out of points in the biological basis foundation before they've gotten to 50. Then just go to another area of need and continue Shmooping. Once you've earned those 50 schmoits, you can have the 5 points added. And once you earn 100 schmoits, you can choose to have 5 points added to another exam, up to 10 remediation points per unit. Once you've done that, once you've done the Shmooping and you have those schmoits, here's what you have to turn into the remediation Dropbox. You're going to create a document, Word document, that has your name. It has the number of schmoits you have. My name is Erin Hall. I have 100 schmoits. I'm going to take a screenshot from inside my Shmoop account. There's a little buffalo in the upper right-hand corner that shows your schmoits. So you're going to screenshot that and place it into the document. And then you're going to tell me specifically the name of the exam you would like the points added to. I have 100 schmoits. I would like all 10 points added to my history and research multiple choice exam. Then you're going to submit it to the remediation Dropbox, which will be at the very top of your Dropbox. And I'll double check to make sure it's there. If it's not, I'll have it posted by tomorrow. All Shmoop remediation will be due at the end of the semester, but you may and are encouraged to turn it in any time that you complete it. I recommend Shmooping prior to taking exams. It's only going to increase your grade. So things to consider. This is the back page. Shmooping is a great way to do well on your exams and tests. It's going to help you prepare for the AP exam. You can earn up to 10 remediation schmoits per unit. You can divide them and add them to both your multiple choice and FRQs, or you can combine them and add 10 points to one test. You cannot earn an average over 100. So if you made a 97 and you have 5 schmoits, you can only use 3 of those. I think that's it. The other thing about Shmooping is I grade those as I can get to them. So the first priority in my grading is to turn around your work that's on your calendar within a 3-day time frame. And then sometimes the semester, once it gets going and I have, how many schedules? I'm going to have 14 schedules working at once. And once I have all the coursework going, it may be a while before I get to your Shmoop. Anything that's left over that I haven't had a chance to grade with Shmoop, I get in the last couple of weeks of class. But I try to do it a little bit throughout the semester and add those points as I can. But again, the regular classroom grading takes precedence over the extra credit. So that is what Shmoop is all about and how you can use it in this course. Are there any questions?